Good morning, my dear students. In Daniell cell, there are two electrodes, zinc electrode and copper electrode. And its standard EMF can be calculated as SRP of cathode minus SRP of anode. After substituting these values, its standard EMF will be 1.1 volt. So whenever you read Daniell cell, remember its standard EMF is 1.1 volt. And to understand these EMFs, electrode potentials, there are some literature we have to understand. First of all, we'll be in a position to write the formulas of electrodes, and we'll be in a position to write the total electrode reaction, cell notation, equilibrium constants, likewise. For Daniell cell, we have to represent cell notation. I'll discuss now what is cell notation. Right? Daniell cell comprising zinc electrode like this, that is zinc rod placed in zinc sulfate solution. Similarly, copper rod placed in copper sulfate solution, and these two were connected by salt bridge like this. And this is zinc and this is copper. This is called negative plate. This is called positive plate. Instead of representing this type of diagram, it is simply represented with a simple notation that is called cell notation. Every time there is no need to remember this diagram. This is called zinc electrode, Zn plus 2 bar Zn. This is a reduction potential I have represented. Here also Cu plus 2 Cu. This is also a reduction representation. Therefore, the potential of this electrode is called reduction potential. This is also reduction potential, right? And this is a anode, and this is cathode. Always anode is represented on left side, cathode on right side. This entire format can be simply represented in the cell notation. The cell notation is, first we have to write zinc electrode, that is zinc like this. Zinc is dipped in its salt solution, and this is called salt bridge. And here it is Cu plus 2 or Cu. Remember, the salt bridge separates the two solutions. Here salt bridge separates the two solutions but completes the circuit. So these are electrodes. This is one electrode, this is another electrode, zinc rod in its salt solution, copper rod in its salt solution. Therefore, this is the cell notation. And look at one more example. Zn bar Zn plus 2 salt bridge, Fe plus 2 Fe. This is another cell notation. In this cell notation, this is anode, this is cathode. Instead of copper electrode, we can use iron electrode. So avoiding this type of diagram, we represent this. And here we write the concentrations likewise, 1 molar. Here also 1 molar at 25 degrees. This is the standard cell representation, that is notation. Here also we write 1 molar at 25 degrees. Its E0 value is always 1.1 volt because we have taken the standard values, and I'll tell you how the E0 value calculated. Look at one more example. So this is the simple notation of cell. And after representing the cell notation, we have to write the cell equation. In the reverse way, we have to write the cell equation. Look at one more example. This is the cell representation. Nickel plus 2, salt bridge, Cl minus, Cl2, and platinum. This is a cell representation. This is a nickel electrode. This is chlorine electrode. Why platinum is written? Chlorine is a non-metal electrode. Platinum is just a Y which allows electrons into or out. So this is a negative plate always, that is anode. This is positive plate always, cathode. This is the cell representation. Now we have to write cell equation. Yet anode, always oxidation takes place. So nickel changes to Ni plus 2 electrons. Cl to chlorine takes 2 electrons to form 2Cl minus. And overall, the cell reaction is this. Here, Ni reacts with chlorine, and which is a reversible, to form NiCl. NiCl2 rather. It is actually NiCl, nickel dichloro. So this is a redox reaction. So here, how many electrons are involved? 2 electrons are involved. So this is called cell reaction. And this is a cell notation. So if cell reaction is given, you can write cell notation and vice versa. And here I would like to discuss one point. For this cell equation, K can be represented, where K is equilibrium constant. Equilibrium constant is nothing but products by reactants, products concentration by reactants. So K for this reaction is, it will be Ni plus 2 concentration and Cl minus concentration whole square. Why? Because this is the concentration, this is the products by reactants. But here I neglected these two terms. The reason for that is, these are elements. For elements, the concentration is always taken as unity. So there is no need to write the product C, that is a reactant Cl. This is K. Look at another example. H2 plus Cl2 gives rise to HCl. This is a redox reaction. This is a redox reaction. From this redox reaction, we have to write cell representation. And this is H2 changing into H plus, Cl2 changes into Cl minus. So you have to identify this. Hydrogen is undergoing oxidation, chlorine is undergoing reduction, oxidation changing takes place in hydrogen, therefore hydrogen acts as anode. So hydrogen at anode, always oxidation takes place. So hydrogen changes into 2H plus 2 electrons. And at cathode, always reduction takes place. This is one electrode, this is another electrode. Cl2 takes electrons to form 2Cl minus. So overall, the reaction is like this. So H2 plus Cl2 gives 2H plus 2Cl minus. This is aqueous solution, because I told you, metal rod dipped in its salt solution, non-metal sent into salt solution. Therefore, these are all aqueous solutions. So this is a reversible reaction always, because Daniell cells are reversible. So here K is represented as products by reactants. So H plus ion concentration whole square into Cl minus ion concentration whole square by H2 and Cl. Since these are elements, the concentration is taken as unity. So we neglect this. So this is the K. This is the example. Now, cell representation, cell notation for this galvanic cell or for this voltaic cell will be like this. Hydrogen and with the platinum, because anode is always written on the left side, H plus ion, and salt bridge, Cl minus ion, because chlorine is dipped in salt solution, and Cl2 platinum. This is the representation. This is called cell notation. Hydrogen is dipped in its HCl solution. Cl2 is dipped in its HCl solution. Therefore, for both anode and cathode, the common electrolyte is HCl. Hydrogen into HCl solution, Cl2 into HCl solution. In such a case, this is simply represented as cell notation is platinum, hydrogen, bar, HCl line. Why? Because for both electrodes, HCl is a common electrolyte. In such a case, there is no need to represent the salt bridge. So this is correct. This is also correct. This is more precise. This is one more example. Cu plus Cl2 to form CuCl2. This is a redox reaction. Cu changes to Cu plus 2. So oxidation takes place. So at a anode, we have to write oxidation. That means this is negative plate. And Cu changes to Cu plus 2 electrons. And chlorine at the cathode, positive plate. Cl2 takes 2 electrons to form 2Cl minus. On adding these two, we get the cell equation. So here copper reacts with chlorine to form Cu plus 2 plus 2Cl minus. Here how many electrons? 2 electrons. That is also to be noted. What is the K value here? K is equal to equilibrium constant. K is equal to products by reactants. What is product? Cu plus 2. And here also Cl minus whole square by these two are elements, so we ignored it because elements concentration is always taken as 1. And this is the cell equation. This is the equilibrium constant. And finally, we have to write cell notation. Cu bar Cu plus 2. Copper rod dipped in copper sulfate solution. These two solutions are separated by chloride, that is salt bridge, chloride ion, and Cl2 and a platinum. So this is cell notation. If this is given, we have to write this equation. If this is given, we have to write the cell notation. So this is called anode. This is called cathode. Anode is metallic electrode. Cathode is a non-metallic electrode. And we know the SRP of this and SRP of this. E0 can be calculated based on the SRP of cathode minus anode. SRP of RHS minus SRP of LHS. Because IUPAC conventions explain that always we have to consider SRP values. Daniell cell is constructed only for redox reactions. If it is just a non-redox reaction, we are not in a position to conduct any question of that is cell notation, because in redox reaction the electron migration takes place, and as a result it is possible to construct a cell. For example, Ag plus and Cl minus to form AgCl precipitate. This is not a redox reaction because Ag plus is remaining as Ag plus, Cl minus remained as Cl minus. So in this case, there is no question of galvanic cell. So always to construct galvanic cell or voltaic cell, it should be redox. It should be redox. Next, another example, look at this. If hydrogen electrodes are taken, if it is represented, cell notation of hydrogen, cell notation of a galvanic cell is this: hydrogen, H plus, hydrogen, platinum. This is a hydrogen ion, this is also hydrogen ion, this is also hydrogen electrode, this is also hydrogen electrode. Now, for this, how we have to write the cell equation? This is negative plate, this is positive plate. Therefore, this is anode and this is cathode. Here I have taken both the non-metal electrodes. In previous case, two metal electrodes were taken. One is metal electrode, the another one is non-metal electrode is also discussed. Here, both are non-metal electrodes. Now, how we have to write? At anode, H2 changes into 2H plus 2 electrons. So this is C1 for convenience, and this is a P1 because of pressure is also applied for gases, not platinum. Pressure is also applied since they are gases. And at cathode, and reduction takes place. H plus, let this be C2, because to differentiate, and 2H plus 2 electrons changes to H2 and pressure P2. Here pressure P1, here pressure P2. This is not platinum pressure because for non-metals the hydrogen is pumped in, and this equation can be written as P1 H2 P1H2 plus 2H plus ion concentration of C2 in reversible, and this is a 2H plus ion concentration of C1 plus H2 P2. H2 P2. So K should be written for this equation. Here K is nothing but products by reactants concentration. It is written like this. What is the products? H plus ion concentration of C1, that is this products, into H2 of P2, that is a pressure P2 by this is whole square, and this is H plus ion concentration of C2 whole square into P1. If concentrations are given based on this, if pressures are variable based on this, if pressure is both 1 atmosphere, this gets cancelled, and based on the concentration you can write the concept. So look at this. Once again, this is the products, this is the reactants. Products by reactants, C1 by C2. And this is product, this is the reactants, P2 by P1. So if these concentrations are 1 molar, based on the pressure, the K value changes. If pressures are same, concentrations. So this is the K. And one more important point is, if 2 different electrodes or 3 different types of electrodes are given, which electrode is to be selected as anode, which electrode is to be selected as cathode, that depends upon the standard reduction potential values. Because as per IUPAC convention, SRP values are taken. This is a very important point, try to remember. Lower SRP electrode always acts as anode. Then compared to higher SRP electrode. And another one important point is lower SRP electrode is good reducing agent. Good reducing agent. That means higher SRP is not a good reducing agent. So these two are very, very important points, because a series is given in the textbook, which is called electrochemical series. In that electrochemical series, standard values are written based on the SRPs. Lowest SRP is present in the textbook for lithium electrode, highest SRP for fluorine. This indicates lowest SRP lithium electrode is always anode. That means it is always reducing agent. Higher SRP electrode, fluorine electrode, always oxidizing agent. It is very common. Fluorine is always oxidizing agent. It takes electrons. Lithium is always reducing agent. Likewise, there is a big list in that. There is no need to remember the list, but you have to understand the concepts. If different electrodes are given, all the electrodes should be written based on the order of increasing order or decreasing order of the electrode potential. Okay. I'll give you some examples. Look at it. Here I have written some examples of electrode potentials, SRP values based on the textbook. And there is no need to remember all these sequence, but the sequence should be known very clearly. Why the sequence is written like. And these values also should be understood. And here the values are given with a negative, and this value is 0. This value is 0 for hydrogen electrode. This value is positive. For non-metal electrode, I have represented platinum here. For non-metal electrode, chlorine, I have represented platinum here. In this series, lithium plus 2, 0. Lithium plus 2, 0. So that is called reduction. Hence, the reduction is represented. So for this, the reaction will be like this. Li plus electron changes to Li. The value of this is minus 3 point, that is 5 volts. This is a reversible electrode. All electrodes are reversible. That means it may gain electron or lose electron. It may act as anode or cathode. So hence it is represented like this. Look at this. Li plus electron, lithium, reduction. The value is represented, hence reduction potential. If you come in this direction, that becomes oxidation potential. This is the equation. This is the representation of electrode. Look at one more example. Plus 2 to 0. So this is also reduction. Hence reduction potential is represented. And if you want to write the equation, you have to write like this. Ca plus 2 electrons, reversible. Ca, its value is minus 2.87 volt. This is the way of writing. Come down. Chlorine, 0 to minus, reduction. So value is represented, reduction potential. We have to write the reduction equation. Fluorine. In the entire list, lithium is at the top and fluorine is at the bottom. In such a way, I have written this. But in the textbook, it is given in the 180 degrees, that is in a reverse manner. Fluorine is written at the top, chlorine is, that is lithium is written at the bottom. So fluorine has highest SRP because positive. Lithium has the lowest SRP value because of negative. So this is the powerful reducing agent on the globe because the lowest SRP among all electrodes. This is the powerful oxidizing agent. So this serves always as anode. This serves as always cathode. So lithium electrode always acts as anode because it is at the lowest SRP. Fluorine electrode always acts as cathode because of highest SRP. In between electrodes may act as anode and cathode, that depending upon the connectivity. I'll tell you one thing. If this electrode is connected to this electrode, this is a low SRP electrode, this is higher SRP electrode. So this serves as anode, this serves as cathode. And in a similar way, if these two are connected in making galvanic cell, this serves as anode, this serves as cathode. Because the low SRP electrode always acts as anode, it acts as cathode. Leave the top one. Now come to these two. This is a lower SRP electrode, acts as anode. This is higher SRP electrode, acts as cathode. Now leave this example. Compare these two. If these two are connected to make the cell, that is galvanic cell, this acts as anode, this acts as cathode. Likewise, you have to understand which electrode will be acting as cathode, which electrode will be acting as anode. So this is based on the previous statement I told you. That is always lower SRP electrode acts as anode and higher SRP electrode acts as cathode. This is a very important point to be understood. Now look at one more important point I am discussing. In examinations, different electrodes may be given, A, B, C, D, likewise. These values may be given. Say this and this and this and four electrodes. After seeing the 4 electrodes, you should be in a position to write the electrodes in the sequence. That means whatever I have written here, in a similar manner you have to write. I have written the SRP values from lowest to highest. You should not write them in a zigzag manner. So this is the way of writing. Once you write this order, then you will be able to understand so much chemistry. What is that? Look at this. Lithium reduces calcium ion into calcium. Lithium reduces zinc ion into zinc. Lithium reduces tin ion into tin. And lithium changes to Li+. So the simple notation is lithium changes in this way. It reduces in this. Lithium changes to Li+, calcium changes to Ca+. So this is a reducing agent. This is oxidizing agent. Likewise, all these reactions takes place. Look at one more. Tin reacts with any acid H+. and liberates hydrogen. But copper does not react with H plus. Instead, hydrogen reacts with Cu plus 2. I'll repeat once again. Tin or zinc or calcium or lithium reacts with any acid having hydrogen and changes into H2. But the metals below the hydrogen, this copper does not react with H plus. So right side element reduces the left side species. But right side species does not reduces this upper left side species. So look at these examples. We can write like this. Li reduces Ca plus 2 into Ca and Li changes to Li plus. You can balance like this. That is no issue here. And likewise, tin reduces H plus into hydrogen. But copper plus H plus, no reaction. Not only copper, silver, no reaction with H plus. These elements do not react with these. So simple point, the right side species reduces the bottom left side species. So that is to be understood. Based on that, so many chemical equations can be written in the textbook. So this is the important order you have to understand. Now look at one more example. Cu reduces Ag plus into Ag and Cu changes to Cu plus. Am I right or not? Based on this, you have to observe this series. And in this series, Cu is on right side, Ag plus is on left side. So Cu reduces Ag plus into Ag. So that equation is right. This equation, copper does not react with H plus. Therefore, this is also right because I have taken non-reaction here. And if the reaction is given, check this, tin reduces H plus and changes into Sn plus 2 and hydrogen changes into H plus changes into H2. So likewise, you have to understand the equation. So based on this electrochemical series, entire chemical equations are written, even in the groups, even in the kinetics, whatever the chemistry concerned, all the reactions are based on the electrochemical series. That is one of the very, very important feature of this electrochemical series. Now, sometimes the question may be like this. Out of these electrodes, which combination produces highest EMF? Which combination produces highest EMF? Then you will be understanding like this. Lithium electrode has the lowest SRP. Fluorine electrode has highest SRP. Right? So we know EMF is equal to SRP of cathode minus SRP of anode. So if you take these two, this lower SRP always acts as anode, higher SRP always acts as cathode. So cathode value is 0.2, that is 2.85, minus of minus plus 3. So altogether 5 point something, 5.9 volts you will get it. So based on this, you will get so much information. So to construct a good cell, one electrode should have lowest SRP, another electrode should have highest SRP. This is another important features of this electrochemical